After a long time waiting, the Missouri is coming back. Wargaming announced this. It will be available for sale in 10.7. So that's next patch. So if you've been wanting to get your hands on a Missouri, it's coming back and you're going to be able to purchase it for doubloons. The problem with that is you don't get the credit earning potential. So listen very carefully. If you want this ship because of the credits it will earn you, it won't have that. It's coming back as just the ship with normal tier 9 premium bonuses. That's it. They admit they messed up with the economy, and I would agree they probably did with the Missouri. It resulted in just too many credits in the system. I think there's already too many credits in the system. It's too easy to turn a profit at tier 10, but that's a topic for another day. I think it would, well, just to explain a little bit, if you don't make a profit at tier 10, you're forced to play mid-tier ships to turn a profit so you can go play your tier 10 ships when you want to. And that would mean there's more mid-tier games, meaning tier 8s, tier 7s deal with less up tiers into tier 9 and 10. That's what I would like to see. But regardless, adding Missouri back at its full credit potential wouldn't go so well. So I think it's a good thing that they did not add it back with that credit potential. But you just need to know that going into it. Don't buy this ship thinking it's going to be the Missouri that I or others have that already have this ship. For those of you who already have the Missouri, nothing's going to change. There'll just be a combat mission for the Missouri, likely on recurring or some other thing. There'll be a combat mission down here for Missouri, giving you the extra credit bonus that is being taken away. So no change to your current Missouri if you already have it. So yeah, you can just ignore this part if you want. But we'll talk about a little bit about the 10.7 update that they're talking about here. But yeah, it's very exciting. I think this is a great thing Wargaming are doing to reintroduce some of the ships that have been removed from the game because they've been removed for various reasons. A lot of them are removed because they're just too strong. Wargaming's way of saying that is they're too popular, but we all know they're too popular because they're just overpowered. So if Wargaming could maybe walk back some of the buffs or overpowered ships that they've put into the game, maybe balance them and then re-release them, maybe just for short events and then have them cycling and rotating through as these kind of premium-esque ships that are rarer, harder to get, that kind of thing for maybe more resources. But yeah, maybe balance some of these ships would be cool. Missouri coming back as a ship would be great, you know? I think this is awesome. There's plenty of people that want to get it because it's a famous historical ship, or you're looking for a battleship at tier 9 with radar. It's an American battleship. For those of you that don't know, Missouri is a different ship than Iowa. You do need to know that. The guns are the same, but you have slightly less HP than the Iowa. You get slightly better armor up front here, mainly. You get this 297 plate over your Citadel in the front, and 368. This used to be all Citadel, so it used to be valuable, but it's less valuable now that your Citadel's below water. You can see on Iowa that is that's only 216. So anybody who's trying to cheek you like this with less than 460 millimeter guns, they can go through this a little bit easier than with the Missouri. If you're dealing with a Yamato, they're just going to go through your bow anyway, and 297 versus 268 or whatever it is, it's not a big difference. It's not going to change. You're probably getting Citadel'd if you're getting hit here by a Yamato anyway. Other than that, though, the AA long range is slightly better on Iowa, but the mid range is slightly better on Missouri, and then the short range is slightly better on Iowa. It's really small changes that really don't make a huge difference. The AA is not that useful anyway. It's a battleship with, 70% accuracy, 75% accuracy. Yeah, not amazing. So it's not really going to help you that much. They both have the same speed, but crucially, Missouri has 990 meter turning circle with a 19-second rudder shift. Iowa gets a 920 meter turning radius and around a 17-second rudder shift. So small improvement there. So Iowa is more maneuverable, basically. They have the same concealment too. So not huge differences. The big change, of course, comes in your consumables. And Missouri retains old damage control. This is just a standard damage control Nothing fancy about it. And it gets a radar though. So you get a 9.5 kilometer radar that lasts, well, 42 seconds when you take this upgrade module. But I think it's 35 seconds without it. And you get 3 of them. So it's pretty useful. But if you're looking for just overall a better battleship, I think Iowa is just better. And that's mainly down to its heal. I think having this improved heal is so nice. You can see we heal for 625 HP per second. That can be boosted further with your commander. This commander doesn't have anything on it, by the way. So don't look at these as 1-to-1. I haven't actually... this commander is nice and upgraded with emergency repair expert. So we're getting a little bit bonus here. But still, it's nearly, what, 50% more healing? Something like that. It's quite a bit. And it results in the Iowa feeling a lot tankier and a lot harder to deal with and a lot harder to take down. Missouri can feel like it dies quickly. Partially because of the bad rudder shift and turning radius, but partially because it's worse heal. But you get that radar, and you get this the Missouri. You get little Easter eggs like this little bench where I believe the Japanese surrendered on this. I'm not a history guy. I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong, but pretty cool. It used to have Steven Seagal as a little chef on here doing karate stuff, but I think they took that away. I think he did something or said something that made them stop. I don't know. It was weird anyway, having a collaboration with Steven Seagal of all people. It was really random, but it was funny to see him doing little karate chops on the deck every once in a while. The other important thing with the release of 10.7, we get, I'm not even going to pronounce this, but a Dutch light cruiser in the dockyard. This thing looks pretty awesome. I'm really excited to check it out. And I think it'll be one of the better ones to get with the dockyard. Light cruisers at tier 8. This one gets a heal of all things too. So it's going to be a good ship, I think. Seemingly good AA, decent concealment. I'm excited to try it. We get some big changes to commander skills as well. This is the secondary update that I was talking about. I'll probably be playing some battles on the PTS if I can. If not, I'll put some videos up once 10.7 goes live. Messing around with pretty much every battleship, seeing how they play with a secondary build. An interesting one I want to try out is actually the Italian battleships with their insane fire chance and fire rate. It might be fun to farm some withers that way. And of course, last, but the one I've been dreading certainly, is submarines are actually coming into the game. Not to random battles, their own ranked game mode. I would not consider this a normal ranked season if you're someone who likes to rank out and treat that a little more competitively. This season, Wargaming's not treating it as competitively. They're literally testing submarines. The first live server test is going into ranked. So give it a shot if you want to see what they're like. Give Wargaming some feedback. They probably aren't going to pay too much attention to it. It seems like they've invested too much time and effort and money into these to really backtrack on it now. It seems like by maybe 10.9 these will be in the game. I hope not, but we'll see how it goes. I'm nervous about how this is going to impact the game. Probably going to make things even more campy and even more boring than we already have with CVs, Thunderers, all these different ships that really make the meta so passive floating around. But there's 10.7 coming in. If you wanted to get the Missouri, here it is. And just remember, it doesn't have the credit bonus. Don't buy it for the credit bonus. But for every other reason you would want a Missouri, you should grab one. But remember, if you're wanting a competitive ship just for regular random battles, Iowa's probably just a little bit better. The radar is so situational, and oftentimes I find myself overcommitting into situations to make use of the radar, and then I just end up dying. That's one of the things you have to watch out for when you do have that radar. But it's exciting. I'm excited for the secondary battleships most of all, personally. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.